Hey everybody, my name is Garrett. I am your favorite Texas mortgage broker. You find the home, I help you find the loan. This video is part of our Homebuyer Guide series where we find very interesting and useful information for potential home buyers in a specific city. This information may include education levels, housing market trends, including things like where are people moving to the city from and where are people from that current city moving to. You're going to love it. It's going to be really interesting, and this is going to be super quick and effective for you to help make a decision on if this place is worth considering buying at. On this inaugural video, we're going to start in Dallas, Texas, where my mortgage brokerage is located. Let's dive into it. All right, first we're going to start off on the Census Bureau website, and then we're going to use some of the Redfin market data. The city of Dallas proper, not the county, is about 1.3 million people as of 2020. The median age in the city of Dallas is 33 years old, whereas statewide in Texas it is 35. Some people may find this really interesting. I do. 42% of Dallas households do not speak English in the home. Native and foreign born. About 1 in 4 people in Dallas were not born in the United States of America versus Texas as a whole, about 18%. Interesting little tidbit about veterans here. Dallas has half the rate of veterans than the rest of Texas. I don't know why that is. The median household income is about $65,000 versus the state of Texas median $72,000. So people in Dallas actually make less than people throughout the state. Poverty rate, almost 1 in 5 people are living in poverty in Dallas versus 14% statewide. Educational attainment, almost 40% of people in Dallas have a bachelor's degree versus 33% statewide. All right, something interesting. If you live in Dallas, is your average commute only 25 minutes each way to work? Let me know down in the comments down below. Means of transportation to work, one thing that may surprise you and one thing that may not. Only about 1.6% of people took public transit in the city of Dallas. But interestingly, maybe this really spiked after COVID, 16% of people are working from home right now. What are you currently paying for rent in Dallas? Apparently, the average rent in Dallas is really not much more expensive than anywhere else in Texas. I think this homeownership rate is atrocious, and it's one of the main reasons why I started my own mortgage brokerage, so I can help more families get into home ownership to help them build generational wealth. In America, families that own homes have a $100,000 higher net worth than families that rent. It is a night and day difference, and having that forced savings account of a mortgage, whether you love it or hate it, actually helps you build huge amounts of wealth over time. All right, now we're going to use the Redfin housing market data to find housing market data and trends that you may not have been aware of and things that you should probably be aware of. Let's get into it. The Dallas housing market is somewhat competitive. Homes in Dallas receive 2 offers on average and sell in around 35 days. Median sale price of a home in Dallas is $440,000, up 12.8% since last year. All these people with the doom and gloom mindset out here who say, oh, property prices are going to crash 50%, they're going to be renting forever. You cannot be listening to people who do not have any wealth and will never gain generational wealth because they're too scared to pull the trigger. I know it's a big decision, but once you find the right neighborhood and the right house, you really should go buy. As I mentioned earlier in the video, the shocking statistic is that homeowners have a net worth of $100,000 more than renters. You sitting there waiting is costing you and your family a ton of money, and that's just the average. All right, and here's a 5-year chart. So in 2019, before the pandemic, it was about $300,000 median sale price, and now it's up at about $440,000, almost 50% increase. The number of homes sold and median days on market. And as you can see over the last 5 years, it's actually still faster to sell a home than before COVID. All right, in the area, it's still somewhat competitive. The sale to list price is about 2% under list. The homes being sold above list price is about 18%. Look at that data, wow. So during the pandemic, 40 up to 70% of homes were being sold over list price. And right now it's only about 18%. And it seemed to have been about 10 to 15% before the pandemic. Homes with price drops. This one may actually surprise you. Compared to homes in 2019 before the pandemic, the amount of homes with price drops is pretty similar in the average amount, about 30%. All right, time for everybody's favorite part of the video, the migration and relocation trends. All right, just pause the video super quick And comment down below where you think most people are coming from and most people are going to. All right, drum roll please. Here we go. What do we got? This is Redfin proprietary data, but it should still be somewhat accurate. Right now we have a ton of people coming to Dallas from LA, San Francisco, New York City, Seattle, Washington, D.C., Chicago. And the people who are leaving the city of Dallas, most of them are actually staying somewhat nearby. They're going to Austin, Tulsa, Houston, Oklahoma City, San Antonio, and Albuquerque. Just a brief mention of the school data here. This is based on the Great Schools rating, and it's only showing 5 out of 100 plus elementary schools. So you're not going to see an average school review rating on here, unfortunately. As you can see, there are better and worse schools throughout the city of Dallas. You're just going to have to do your own research on that. Where do you think the flood factor is coming from for the city of Dallas? I really don't know. Fire factor makes more sense. It's very hot. Wind factor. 99% of properties are at major risk of severe wind event over the next 30 years. Yes, they are. It hails a lot here. Welcome to North Texas. Heat factor. Severe. 99% of properties are at risk of severe heat. Yes, welcome to Texas. It's hot. And then finally, transportation in Dallas. Some of this might be interesting for you. Overall, the city is not as car dependent as people assume. Depending on what pockets of the city you live in, it actually is quite walkable, about 46 out of 100. And the transit, even though 1.6% of people use the public transit, is a lot better than you would assume. And also, probably because Dallas is so flat, it is actually somewhat bikeable. There are some really good bike trails. As far as commuting around town on a bicycle, you're going to be risking it facing off against those pickup trucks. So, wear a helmet, God bless. So in the city of Dallas, you will have access to pretty much every loan type except the USDA rural loans. So that leaves us with VA loans for veterans, which do not have generally a loan limit that's set by the lenders. So you can get up to a $2 to $3 million house with no money down if your income supports it and you're an eligible veteran. Then we have FHA loans, 3.5% down and up, generally 580 or better credit score. There are options if your score is lower and you have a larger down payment. Conventional loans, we can do as little as 1% down with a 620 or better credit score. And of course, jumbo loans. This is generally for people who have big loan amounts, $750,000 plus roughly. And there are a wide array of down payment assistance options. So it really makes sense to just have a discussion with me first and tell me what your financial goals are and let me know roughly how long you think you will reside in your new home to help match you with the best down payment assistance program. But generally, you can get up to 3 to 5% of the down payment covered on your behalf. And after 3 years or 36 monthly payments on time, that is forgiven. So for example, on a $300,000 home, that is $9,000 to $15,000 in your pocket. These programs are huge. And if you sit and wait to save up a 5, 10, 20% down payment, by the time you save that up, most likely, the homes are going to be far more expensive and you still won't be able to do that. So you may as well purchase now with the down payment assistance option if you don't already have enough for a down payment to at least get on the housing ladder and start building equity as soon as possible. All right, so of course, as a reminder, my name is Garrett Gunderson. I am your favorite Texas mortgage broker. You find the home, I help you find the loan, and I will work with your local realtor to make an excellent team and help you find a home you love. If you are looking to purchase anywhere in the state of Texas, reach out down below. Let's book an appointment to chat, learn about your financial goals, and we can take it from there. Buying a home is much easier than you thought when you work with a pro. I make this simple, I make this easy, I make it painless for you and your family. Everybody else, if you found anything of value in this video, be sure to follow and subscribe and comment down below anything interesting you learned. See you on the next video. Have a great day.